Hey guys, so I just got off a team call that I was a speaker on for my friend Meredith, who is a fellow coach. I got to talk on her team call. I was really honored to be asked because she is a leader in the network and in the coaching network, and I highly look up to her. So it was a huge honor to be asked to speak on her team call. And I got off the call and my soul is just lit on fire, and I wanted to talk to you guys. So she asked me to speak about consistency, mostly for our Beachbody businesses, but I wanted to talk about consistency in life, because consistency in your workouts and your meal plan and whatever else, your hobbies or your job, if you're a coach, consistency in your business. I just wanted to really talk about consistency, because you hear it all the time, you should be consistent in your workouts, you should be consistent with your meal plan, you should be consistent in your Beachbody business, or whatever, your life, right? You should be consistent. This is a trend. And you're oh, I'm tired of hearing that. But let me tell you, consistency pays off. Consistency is results. Consistency is feeling good. So let's talk health and fitness first thing. With your workouts and with your meal plan, we all know that it takes time. There is no magic pill. It's not I'm thin, or I'm got these awesome biceps, or oh, I have this awesome Beachbody business, or oh, my meal prep is like this. No, that takes time. It takes commitment to yourself. It takes loving yourself and deciding every day, even when life happens, that you're going to commit to yourself and that you're going to say, hey, I'm important enough to make my workout happen. I'm important enough to slay my meal prep. I'm important enough to get in my personal development, because I matter. And that can take planning it ahead of time. So these are my tips, guys. We all know life freaking happens, and there's something about the universe, it likes to test you. So when life throws something at you, for instance, you go through a breakup, or you lose a significant other, or not lose it, or a family member, or a dog, or you get laid off from your job, or I don't know, all the different things happen in life. You have an unexpected bill, or you get sick, or all these other things. Well, life is always going to happen. It's going to happen. But here's the thing, life can happen to you or for you. So even when shit happens and when you feel like shit's hitting the fan, you have to find the silver lining, but also find the things in life you can control, like workouts, like meal prep. So I don't know if you are a Beachbody coach watching this, or if you've done a challenge group or any Beachbody programs, but they're at-home workouts. Find 30 minutes. Or even if now you can find stuff on YouTube and on Instagram for inspo and stuff too for workouts, find 30 minutes a day to get your workout in. No matter when life's happening to you, one thing you can control is how you're going to feel. And that is through your workouts. When I'm stressed and when I'm anxious and when life is happening, I want to put that all into my workout. I want to feel good. I want to feel strong. When I feel like I'm breaking down, I want to have a breakthrough. I want to sweat it all out. I want to get all that anxiety out. So when life is happening to you, make sure you get your workout in anyways. Be I'm important enough to spend 30 minutes on myself, sweating it out, to feel good, because you're going to find excuses or you're going to find it results. It's not going to happen overnight, guys. It takes time. That's why the workout programs and the groups I run are 21 to 90 days minimum. It takes time. It's not going to happen in a week, 2 weeks. It happens over time. That's why I've been coaching and I've been doing this. I've been consistent for 2.5 years. So that's why I laughed at that hater that I had yesterday saying I photoshopped my thighs. I was no, I work for my damn thighs every single day, because that was a part of my body I was uncomfortable with. I could choose to complain about it and complain about how I didn't have time, or that I've dislocated my knees so many times, or I could do something about it. But even when life happens, because it always does, I choose to make my workout a priority anyways. I choose to make myself a priority every day. So then it goes with meal prep. Meal prep does not have to be complicated. You guys don't have to have these crazy meals. If you know me at all, I'm really lazy when it comes to cooking. Dylan does all our fun meals. I'm awesome at breakfast. I can cook sweet potatoes and chicken and eggs and all those things for days. And I'm great with salads too. Trader Joe's also has pre-made cooked chicken that you can just throw in a salad. key for my life. But like, it doesn't have to be this crazy thing. All you have to do is find things you like, set an hour aside to meal prep, and you have stuff for the week. And then when you feel like eating a bag of Cheetos, or I can't eat Cheetos because I'm gluten-free. I mean, I think they do make gluten-free ones now though, but I'm not really a fan. But when you feel like you're craving that, have good food, because you're gonna feel better for those, instead of putting shit into your body. Because one thing that when life happens, and one thing that I feel like we're easy, we think we're very like instant gratification people. That's why when we're thinking workouts and we're thinking meal plans and food and everything, we want a quick fix. Quick fixes are not real. They do not last. That's why those wrap things, that shit sucks, because that just gets rid of water weight and then it comes right back. But like, that's why it takes time. It takes consistency. So when we like instant gratification, so when you're thinking about grabbing that chocolate bar or Ben & Jerry's or whatever, think about how you're gonna feel long term. For me, I'm pretty much dairy intolerant and gluten intolerant, and I'm paleo, so a lot of that shit makes me feel like shit. And I know I'm gonna be, actually Dylan also reminds me, I will be rolling around on the ground like in pain and uncomfortable. So one thing, don't think about the instant gratification of, oh, the sugar feels so good, because if you haven't watched the Netflix documentary, I can't even say it, about sugar and what it does to your brain, like it's like cocaine, you should, because then you're like, oh crap, this is what it's doing. So think about long term how it's going to make you feel, because even though like that healthy food might not taste as good, one thing that's also false, you can make anything taste good. I've been paleo for like 3 years, and I like I said, I'm simple, but I like things to taste good. Get seasoning, make things taste good, guys. Healthy eating doesn't have to be boring. But think about long-term how you're going to feel, and how you're going to feel after you sweat for 30 minutes. Sometimes when I don't want to work out, which I'm really good at procrastinating my workouts, and then saying like I'm having a really shitty day, or I'm tired, or I'm overly tired, or my body hurts because of a hike, whatever, and I'm like, I don't want to do it, I make myself do it, and then I just smile through it. And sometimes I end up laughing and crying, and I modify the shit out of it. But I don't feel bad because I got it done. I feel better for it. And know that the consistency, it's gonna pay off long term. So think about in life, like if you're a Beachbody coach in your business, like think about those things that you can do daily, because of all the things in your life, like when life happens to you and all those things happen around you, or you're busy, think about the things that you can control. Schedule things for yourself. Schedule time for yourself. Like say, I'm going to schedule an hour for myself. I'm going to schedule 30 minutes to meal prep, and which is kind of crazy. But if you do the meal prep first and then you put stuff in the oven and then do your 30-minute workout, you can just go check on that, because I've totally done that before. But like, make time for yourself, schedule that time, because one, if you schedule it, you write it down, you put it in your phone for a reminder, or on your computer, you're a lot more likely to stay accountable and do it. But that's also why I run the challenge groups that I run, because I'm always posting my accountability in there, because if I'm not posting it, I'm probably not doing it. So that's why you guys see me always on social media, because that's how I stay accountable. So if you're like, oh my God, another sweaty selfie, or she's posting about how she just got it done and she didn't want to, it's to keep me accountable and hopefully inspire you guys. Somebody said something, Keisha, what'd you say? Yes, I just went vegan since my friend told me. It sounds like you have a tasteless diet. Like, no, yeah, seasonings are life. One of my favorite seasonings is Trader Joe's 21 seasonings. It's amazing, and it's like $2 for a little thing. But really, I just want to talk about consistency because I just got off a call where I talked about it for an hour. But make time for yourself. Be consistent. It, like, abs don't happen overnight. Quads don't happen overnight. Biceps don't happen overnight. You have to like take time for yourself. One thing also, don't burn yourself out. If we're talking fitness and stuff, don't go so hard. Like you're like, I'm gonna do daily doubles. I'm gonna be so strict. Guess what? You're a lot more likely to fall off if you have not been consistent in the past. And that's just how it is. Sometimes you go so hard, you burn out. And hey, I've totally done that. When I set myself up for doubles and do daily doubles a lot of the time, if I come back from vacation, I was like, I'm gonna nail doubles, even if I'm staying pretty active. Like after the cruise, guys, the all expenses like Beachbody cruise that I went on, that I was all paid for because of coaching and stuff. Yeah, we got like free desserts and all these things. And I gained like 10 pounds on that cruise. I was eating like 2 desserts a night because I was like, I'm going on vacation, I'm gonna go hard. Which was really, really fun. But at the same time coming back, I was like paying for it, and I had to detox my body because I ate all the shit that I normally don't eat. Even as a coach, I'm just being real with you guys and sharing, like, even as a coach, I have days I don't want to work out. I have days where I don't want to eat healthy. I have days where I just want to complain and I want to make excuses, but it's deciding that I'm going to show up for myself because I matter. And it's not being selfish. It's not being vain. It's not being self-centered. It's saying I matter and that I'm going to do this for myself because every area of my life is going to benefit when I do that for myself. And that's just a fact. Like, your kids will benefit from it. Your significant other, like, you benefit from it. Health and fitness, like, feeling healthy is just like a thing. Like, it's a feeling and it feels so good. And before, when I was just like kind of working out or kind of doing things, I was like, meh. But like, and I've always been kind of a loud person. If you know me, like in real life, you know I'm a loud person. But since I've been like healthy, and I have so much more energy, and I'm just so passionate about this because I know how crappy you can feel and how frustrated you can feel. But it starts with deciding that you're worth it and then being consistent about it. So with that, thank you guys for jumping on with me, and I hope that you have an awesome night. Natalie, your question was Mrs. Dash. Yeah, I don't use that. I really try to avoid salt. But my favorite seasoning is the 21 seasonings from Trader Joe's. And then we love hot sauce, so we put Aardvark hot sauce on everything. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good night.